January 7th. Tender lender. Win through compromise. Okay, well, you can see right there on the wall, like, an attorney's badge. And some of a fruity number. And sort of like a... Was it pinstripe? That's what it's called, isn't it? Pinstripe suit? This place gives off a real strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Gulp. Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. You're here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone. Just like that. Guess we'll just have to come back another time. This is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay? You think it'd be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee? No. There. I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. You think I could enjoy that black, horrible crap? Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. It's quite shiny, that desk. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? Oh dear, well, straight away I'm like, boom. Hey, look at this Parisian-style coat, it's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. Same color as my suit. Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, got to take a look at some cake. Yeah. I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure, thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? I'm scared, Nick. So? What were you getting so excited about before? Look on the lapel of this suit. It's cardboard, oh my god. That's an attorney's badge. Is the tiger a lawyer? No way, look at this thing, it's made of paper. Yeah. Painted to look authentic. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why does anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Oh dear. Oh no, someone dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. Oh. How did she manage to knock over one of those? Well, they're supposed to be super heavy. Oh, hey. There's a book of matches here, too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Très bien. Très bien matches entered to the court record. These matches could come in handy. Might be able to use them. Yeah. Pilot life at the office boy that keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. Look what kind of music the tiger's into. What's the CD? Have you finished? The coffee? No, I didn't even begin. Yeah. Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So you drank it all? Gulp. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. With that coffee, it was laced with something. I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach. It's killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it's just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. Better take a look at the CD while we're still alive to have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? Oh my god. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggey told us about. Let's listen to it. Bet it's heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Yeah, we don't want that. MC Bomber added the court record. And such. Alright, we got the idea, mate. Alright. Hey! Come out from under the desk, my, What are you two snooping around in my office for? Nothing. We were just... my precious carpet. He's got ash on my rug. You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. Sorry, like it. You don't want to argue with me. Is that what you're doing? You dink yous can take me on. I'm gonna flatten yous two into pancakes and turn yous into my new rugs. Ah! No. Don Tigre. Or Tigre. You're back. That voice. Like evil seeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry. Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier and... She got a death wish or what? Oh. Right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. What? 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 I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Phoenix Wright. Yes? You're either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. Looks so odd, but now you just gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care, no one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things I want to... Okay. No questions. Just the last time we meet. Wait. Please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're one to talk, I didn't hear you scream hold it either. The espresso. Hey! And cookies. Well, I'll have the cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? I still examine, because there's still things I want to look at. Let's see, this round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and become more cultured in case you were wondering. I found out through Yakuza. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? Heh, I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Come on, Nick. Give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now this yellow thing. This is a Japanese chess piece. It's huge though. I think it's a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reverse eye person, you know? Assuming she knows what she's talking about. These aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Gulp. Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane. Car's registered to the Cadaverinis. Huh? So it's not even the tiger's car. Why would someone else's repair bill be in the tiger's office? Cadaverini family. Cadaverini. Okay. What's this? It's a punching bag. What? No way. You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that. What do you mean, walking around? The sign's gross to start with. It's way too heavy to be practical. Why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before back at Tribulations. Paris fashion is more my thing. I really hope she's pulling my chain on this one. That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug. It's solid gold, Nick. Gold! Just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that. Would you really want such a shiny desk, though? I wouldn't want a solid gold desk, because it's sort of like more malleable than you think. I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled. That's because it's completely dazzling. I can see up my nose in the reflection. It's gotta be really distracting. So the desk isn't practical, no surprise there. Win through compromise. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. It must mean something if they took the trouble to frame it like that. You know what, it still doesn't make any sense to me. Hey! That's Tender Lender's guiding principle. Oh. Compromise the customer to win. Oh, I see. How about you, Nick? Yeah, well, as long as we don't have to compromise my hair, I'd say we're okay. That's one slogan no business owner should ever explain to their customers. Alright then, so let's talk to her then. Tender Lender. So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy. I don't get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well. We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra. Here at Tender Lender. Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for writing co at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tender Lender is on your side. So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What will happen then? We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Oh, it's not even worth the risk. Right. I'd rather skip town. Yeah, I know how you feel, Pheonix. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. Well, tea shouldn't be too strong. Gotta get it just right, Maya, just right. Coffee, it's just disgusting anyway, forget that. What happened? So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day, with the manager. The manager being the tiger. Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre? So that's where the tiger things comes from. Zinniof's got a real name, Nick. Hurry up and find out more about him. Alright then, well, again, it's like the sort of thing that she's making things a bit obvious here, isn't she? Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre. Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I bake them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you. Please address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to... Okay, Don Tigre. Of course, I'm sorry. So I'm assuming she was gonna get hit or something by a car, and he decided to save her by driving his bike into the car, which caused it to swerve out the way and only hit her slightly, saving her life, but now he has to pay for the car. It's the only thing I could think of. He saved her life. I'd sure like to know how that happened. Saved your life? I'm very frail, you see. Just recently I died. Once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctors said to abandon all hope. Guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. But Don Tigre, he saved me. Gave up everything. Everything. When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I mean, you could have done something nice for him instead. Still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you got that bandage around your head? This... The head bandage. So what's the story with the head bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury? I just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So, that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once. Oh. 4? I don't think we've got enough evidence for that, then. She really keeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. I'm gonna say no to that then, and we'll head back. Because, again, 4? I don't think we've got enough. January 7th, Vitamin Square. There he is. Old CD's back feeding the pigeons again. There, take this, and this, and get out of my park. Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Hi. Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Yeah. Hey, just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. Bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo. Pigeon. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons. In with good fortune. Ow! Seed shell splinters. Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. Alright. Today's trial. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Yeah, everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. Dirty old man who was busy looking at the surfing girl's backside. But I can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She... Again, it's like, it's clearly, what was her name? Gamma V, I remember that much. It's like... profiles. Violetta. It's clearly Violetta. She put some white powder into that young lad's Javicino. We hear you. And another thing. The young layabout was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. I'm really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase, so what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy. Please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky head brat. Take this! Embroiderer. You said you were a craftsman, right? Yeah. The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. You hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I I went to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think you're just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? I'm gonna suck it up because he may say something. Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then? Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Grandad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman? Well... Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost. That's what they're trying to say. Oh, yes. I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at the restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at that restaurant. Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? The errand? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast. I was in a bit of a daze, you see. And the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you call la police. Call them yourself. I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Yeah, do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? I couldn't find one right away, you know? Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened? Yes, sirree, the owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. You bullied me out of the courtroom. Ah, thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute, if that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault, you're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? Yes, because when was it called in? Does it say like when the call happened? Because if it's at 1:30... Because this thing, if the call was at 1:30, that means the murder must have happened at like, say, 1:25 based on the 5 minutes. If it was at 1:25, that's before the lottery results. So he wouldn't have been like, he wouldn't have known he was going to win. So it's like, I don't think we've got anything that points to the time the phone call happened. That's what I need. Like, time of death, sure, but I ain't got the time the phone call happened. What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. Yep, see? Thank you, Pheonix. The victim was dead, and Maggey was unconscious. Which leaves that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Ah. Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. Suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, We need to get more details about it, what exactly happened. From Maggey and from Mr. Armstrong. Anything... profile-wise? Did you see these guys? Would you mind taking a look at this? Yeah. Excuse me. You let me get a million of my grumbles off my chest and I'll take one quick look. Got an earthquake of frustration inside and it's ready to rumble. On second thought, forget it. A million grumbles for one quick look doesn't sound like a good deal for me. Something that tells me it's gonna happen with all of them, so... Tresbian. And... kitchen. January 7th. Tresbian. Kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. Oh. But the place is open for business. Can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid this on purpose. I mean, clearly. Well, let's go to the detention center, then speak to Maggey, who we need to give a certain, food from Gumshoe. January 7th, detention center, visitor's room. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggey. So, they finished questioning you? Isn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember at the incident, anyway. Is it possible she is the one misremembering things? I mean, yes, it's possible. Let's get the lunchbox. Oh, yeah. I've got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox. Just for you. Here. Wow. A lunchbox. Weenies, too. Can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe. He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggey. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned out waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... she's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox, eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? I hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Oh. Contradictions. Maggey, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep. There are just so many things that don't seem to add up. Biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. No, the CD with the writing on it. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber Maya. The name was scrawled on this sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. It's getting way too complicated for me. After the incident. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn L., collapsed, right? Yes. It's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. Before I knew it, what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations. No idea at all. Why, is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggey, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that feeds it. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. Oh no, the things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggey looks like she's trying to figure something out. Same. Maybe we should ask Maggey exactly what she knows about old CD. Again, you're leading me down a path very, 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 very simply. It's very strange. I feel much better after the trial this morning. Been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. I feel like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Well, still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? Well, you just said you felt much better. Maggey, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, Lloyd. I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Alright then. Victor's testimony. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table. It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo, but I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggey? I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. It's definitely like two incidences. Incidents. That's it. It's definitely two incidents we're talking about here, isn't it? That's what's going on. I've had that suspicion for a while. Not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy. Cackling? How do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? I know I used to be on the police force, this is going to be nothing? But I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons or clientele of Tribulations, sir. Don't let it get you down, Maggey. Where could we go, then? Back to Tribulations? The kitchen? Blue screens? Nothing there. Where do we need to go then? Detention center back there. Writing co? Nope. Could only be the criminal affairs department then.